I'm tired. Okay, seriously, and and how the weight of the world is being put on my shoulders publicly, and that's the problem. That's that's in private. I will be able to help people and make sure that there is absolutely no excuses. Okay, and that's something my own. I feel as though I'm supposed to explain everything, and it's pathological. I'm completely deranged and in a very schizophrenic situation. Okay, it's really bad. All I can say is that everyone who has permission, okay, especially, please just make it happen. Okay, I want to do all those things, but I'm completely paranoid. The thing is that the same images of the same people can be used for some invitation or some heckling. Okay, that's the public image. Really, I don't know what's going on. Okay, and I am a statistic. Okay, if George Washington had a big sister, if Jim Morrison and Kurt Cobain all had a big sister, okay, and if having the Christian American in the frontier, if they if it was illegal, war would not happen. Okay, that's the reality, because this goes back. It's me, my grandfather, George Washington. It's always a totally desperate situation to try and figure out when you're not properly educated in the immigrant community, when you grow up in that diverse reality. Okay, and if I have to explain it, you know, I'm going to turn into a fucking Nazi. Okay, that's what people want to hear, right? They want, oh, but do you really care? Well, fuck you. Of course I care. Okay, that's why everything is like it is. It's built into me, but it wasn't in my childhood. So that's the thing that everyone else had. Okay, and um, I kind of point this out. There are my old Facebook connections, that those friends I had, they all had a big sister, and often a single mother. Actually, yes. Um, um, or excessive attraction to drugs. Really seriously. Um, and I just want to have a professional career with people who really care. And within a week or two, I'll figure out what language you guys are speaking, as long as we all speak. Because when I've come over to Europe, I've had epiphanies, but it took about a week of settling in, because at first I'm like, well, who are all these random people? I never a totally different attitude when I came to Europe, and I came by myself with nothing, and I would have. My dad would have worked for John Lennon. Okay, when I was 9 years old, or even before I was born. And John Lennon, if he had a big sister, he would have retired a long time ago, or he would have hidden out. He wouldn't have been going out in public. Okay, and I wouldn't either. If I didn't have to at all, unless if there was someone with me who I really sort of had rapport with, and that's what I went online for, just to establish, here's my profile, computer dating. Let's actually meet. If you try to make a conversation online, I'm gonna flip out, because I think you're taunting me. Because when I listen to the radio, I know that there's a lot of people that are trying to get me to do something, and I'm like, I cannot do anything unless if you are specific with me. Okay, unless if you say my name. And in a private home, you can do that as much as you want. And I will absolutely be thrilled to help people get it right. Okay, and yes, maybe a bit emotionally deranged, but I'll get a grip and make the magic, which I promised you. I have already quantified it all. I just want people to actually care. And there's a radical conspiracy that I'm supposed to be the lone wolf. I'm supposed to just be a yeah, fuck. Yes, that's it. Yeah, I'm tired. Really and I'm constantly suffering these pain bouts. They're unnatural. I wish I had never touched a mobile phone. In fact, the landline is not much different. Unless if, there was a corporate controlled reality based on my intelligence, for the love of God, okay, that I want to help people around the world to get it right. I absolutely do. I just need to have a private situation where everything is filtered, because I didn't have that education, didn't have that experience growing up where people would draw the line at any sort of outsider sarcasm. I was fully exposed to it. And we didn't really have a community, not an immigrant community, not a traditional community. No. There was just a few statistical case studies which I could study without knowing it until I came to Europe, and then it started to materialize, because it just doesn't make sense. So you end up making up things. All the people in Hollywood, okay, and the arts, and certainly the international security, okay, and Western allies and beyond, and impoverished economies, I can absolutely deliver magic and validate it in a very orchestrated, it's like I'm masterminding this stuff when I'm exhausted and I have no notes, nothing, okay, it's just an excuse, an online excuse, a public exposure derangement excuse for the worst possible things. Going to very different places, if you don't have a team to make sure that excuses aren't being leveraged in some utterly reckless, psychotic way based on a social pathology. Okay, I've quantified this stuff. I'm utterly exhausted. All I know is that all the people who show up there, if you contact me respectfully, with gratuitous respect, that would be everything. Okay, if you care about the world, please do that. Please. Okay. Okay. Because I absolutely want to have a completely reassuring presence of observation that is fully scripted and controlled. Yeah, actually, yes. Controlled by people who actually care. This would be fantastic. Okay? And then we'll make it happen.